Hello everyone and welcome to TV Talk, the show where I take a look at both the good and the bad of what television has to offer. And today, we're going to be talking about a Wishlist Week show that was suggested in 2017 that I really wanted to fit on the list, and I said I would, but I couldn't. So, I'm making it up to you, Ian Sweeney, the Charlie Brown and Snoopy Show. By the way, this was going to be debuting January 1st, not today. You see, over New Year's I got really sick, and to the point where my voice started to sound like Bill Clinton when I was talking. My throat was that sore. So I couldn't really do anything. But we were able to fix that because now I'm better and now we can talk about this show. So in the 80s, Charles Schulz was like, hey, you know the Peanuts are popular. Why don't I make a show about it? And so we did. In an exact opposite vein of Garfield and Friends, this show chose not to expand on the universe and cast and to just adapt stuff from the comics. So it's essentially like a motion comic with the Peanuts special style of animation. And you can't really go wrong with that. After all, it's the same writing style that brought us the comic strip. It's exactly the same thing, just about verbatim. Every so often they'll add a little bit of an extra line here and there, or string a couple narratives together to form one giant story, but overall, it's essentially just watching the comic come to life. One thing I also really like is that they get a consistent cast to play it. While, sure, the show didn't last too long, they got the same batch of kids to play this set of characters. That's really nice, because as you've noticed in a lot of the Peanut specials, of course, as they're made over the course of many decades, the kids' voices tend to change, and it's very noticeable, especially look at Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Charlie Brown there sounds very different from the rest of the stuff we've come to see. Now doesn't he? Then of course there's the music by Vince Guaraldi, and of course it's great. Peanuts always has that same style of music. It's always fun and bouncy, yet kind of slow and calm. I know that seems like total opposites, but of course we all know Peanuts, it fits. Of course the only time this is different is when Schroeder is playing his Beethoven. Another thing I really like about this is the diversity of the characters. Now, I'm not talking about having, minorities represented, not that kind of diversity, although there's nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about how it's not just the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show, despite what the name says. It's also equally about Lucy, Schroeder, Linus, Peppermint Patty, Franklin, even a couple one-off characters from the comics get a little bit of stuff to do here. Peppermint Patty, especially towards the end, gets a lot of stuff to do. That's really good because a lot of the specials don't really focus on anyone aside from Snoopy, Linus, Charlie Brown, or anyone else like that, just kind of those characters. I mean, occasionally we'll get that one like Play It Again Charlie Brown where it's Schroeder and Lucy that get the spotlight, or maybe we'll get something like Charlie Brown Thanksgiving where Peppermint Patty, Franklin, and Marcy get a little bit of stuff to do, but it's not much. It's really the Peanuts show, as opposed to the actual Peanuts show, which is actually more of the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show. They really should have changed the names here. It's gonna be a bit of a short review here because of the obvious. If you like the Peanuts show, or the Peanuts specials, or the Peanuts comics, or anything about Peanuts, you're gonna like this. One of the better incarnations of the Peanuts, I'd say, but it's still Peanuts. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. As for me, I really do, so I'd give it the Archibald seal of approval. Ta-da! What'd you guys think about the Charlie Brown Snoopy show? Comment below, let me know, because I'm excited to hear from you. Alright everybody, I'll see you in the next video, which should be coming out in about 5 minutes.
Good night, everybody.